O cineasta Jeremy Corbell ficou famoso ao divulgar 3 vídeos gravados pelos militares americanos, nos quais aparecem objetos não identificados. Também é reconhecido por entrevistar pessoas ligadas na área da ufologia. Você vai ver agora algumas de suas alegações encontradas na internet.
My name is Jeremy Corbell. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I make, investigative documentaries. I recently released one that was a Netflix smash hit, went all around the world, hundreds of millions of views. I went on the Joe Rogan podcast 3 times with 3 different individuals that I brought with me that all relate to this topic of UFOs.
Why do you think maybe UFOs have decided to explore Earth?
Total speculation. Maybe it's space tourism, who knows? But I mean, I would like to believe that, as a highly advanced intelligence engaging humanity since the beginning of recorded human history, that they have some innate desire to help life evolve and for us to grow as a civilization and as human beings, humanity. But I don't know that to be true. People get all scared about it, but look, they haven't hurt us. Yeah. So whatever's going on, the people that say to you they've seen something, they've seen something. Mm-hmm. It's happening. It's real. Your government told you that in December 2017. So now we got to start asking, well, what is this about?
Right.
UFOs appear to be part of a larger phenomenon, meaning UFOs are kind of an auxiliary implication of a much larger reality. So this idea that what we're seeing are machines from other planets, I'm unconvinced. What we may be seeing is an alternate reality. Maybe it is something closer to, dimensional travel. There seems to be another version of reality that is occurring, and that somehow once in a while they perforate and they pop through into our reality. And this is not just from a cursory look at the UFO phenomenon. This is from talking with thousands of close encounter eyewitnesses who tell me that this is something bigger than just flying machines. Yeah, look, if people don't know that UFOs are real yet, then they haven't been paying attention. Our government, including your government, has admitted that there are machines in our skies that outpace, outmaneuver, and outperform anything of our advanced weaponry. It is something that the Defense Intelligence Agency, our government, your government, they're all studying because it's perplexing. Who made these machines? What are they doing? What is the intent? Who's operating them? UFOs are as real as the nose on your face. Yeah. The big picture is this. Does our government, the United States government, or world governments, do they have craft from other civilizations, advanced civilizations that are technologically more advanced and operate in the realm of physics that is beyond our understanding? That's the question. It's not a matter of belief. It's true whether you want to believe it or not. I mean, there's documented cases, more evidence for this than there is for most things on planet Earth. There's more incursions. There's more evidence of UFO presence than almost anything. There's so many cases over so much time with so many credible witnesses. Now we have film footage, radar footage. It's not a matter of belief.
So why do you think that they look somewhat like us, that they're a hominid, that they have 2 eyes, that they have 2, there's something called convergent evolution, but it's not as if all intelligent species must converge to be like us. So I'm curious, why do you think it is that they look similar to us?
I don't mean to be coy, but I don't know that they do. And the reason is when you first start looking into UFOs, you get all these ideas. You're like, they must be from other planets. Why are they visiting here? That's like, UFOs 101, the first thought you got. Then you're like, oh, they've been represented to look kind of hominid, whatever, bipedal creatures. The more you look into this, the more you realize all of that is not supported with the evidence. It turns out we don't know. Back to the beings, because this is always exciting. People will say, well, they look like us. They're bipedal. No, that's not true. There are so many cases of the grays, right? That's what you're referring to, this popularization of the gray alien. And yeah, a lot of people have seen that. Betty and Barney Hill were the first abduction case to identify this type of being in the pop culture. However, there's been a lot of reports of different types of operators of these craft. They look very different than that. So I can't say for sure that we're being visited by another planet. I can't say for sure that these things look a certain way. Again, these could be artificial cyborg intelligences that are just being controlled by a super intelligent AI. We don't know who's controlling and piloting these craft. They could be drones. That there is a technology that somebody has, an aerospace technology, and that we are incapable of defense or offense when we try to compete with the maneuverability of these craft. This is something that has been occurring a long time. Additionally, there are incursions on military bases, documented incursions on nuclear bases, where these vehicles, these craft, have come in and have shut down our nuclear weapons. This happened at Maelstrom Air Force Base. There's a guy named Robert Salas, who is the man in the Minuteman bunkers. And he actually is a friend of mine, and we've gone through the case. It's now public. And this is something to know, that not that these things are hostile, just that they are much more technologically advanced. In these reports, one of them has made a lot of headlines, made a lot of news, because it deals with the biological impacts of close encounters with UFOs. However, there were 37 more that talk about gravity propulsion, talk about aerospace, the future of our technology as we exploit and try to reverse engineer these materials and machinery that it appears we have recovered. So these documents give us
wait a minute. We've recovered some stuff that we are looking at, like materials, metals from these craft?
That is 100% confirmed, and that is also admitted to, that we have alloys associated with the UFO phenomenon. I happen to know, and more will be revealed about that we have much more than just materials. We're talking machinery, if not whole craft.
If we've had craft actually go down where we've recovered materials, as you've said, these are unmanned. There's no life on board.
Well, that's not consistent with the reports. Some of the reports are that these are, drones of some sort, that there aren't occupants piloting them directly, that maybe they're piloted through an AI. But the majority of reports is that these are piloted craft.
Well, who's on board?
People, John, people from somewhere else. And when I say somewhere else, I mean somewhere else. We don't know where they're from. Have they been here all along and just had a breakaway civilization that somehow, they've been here before us? Or it looks like from the way the craft propel, likely they're from much farther away from that. But there are also wild theories.
I've got to leave it there. Well, that'll leave people hanging.
Yeah.
Jeremy Corbell. Boy, we've touched the third rail. Thank you for being with us on Newsmaker
We have
Saturday.
touched the third rail, but here's the deal, John. Everybody should look at this and determine for themselves, this is real, it's happening. You're either aware of it or you're not. You've been told UFOs are real. So now what's up?